Good everyone, how are you doing? Hopefully doing very well, keeping healthy and safe. I'm doing pretty good on this side of it. Today we're going to have a look at some of the new products they've announced at CES 2023 for Lenovo. Now Lenovo actually announced quite a number of products, so this is quite a bit of a stream compared to the previous one about the Acer announcements for their products. Now, one of the first products that they've announced for Lenovo, and I'm very excited by because it looks very different as well, is a product called the Yoga Book 9i. Now, this is pretty much two 13.3-inch displays. Now, these are OLED displayed at 2.8K, and they can go up to 400 nits, so it's quite a nice looking display here. And it has this, also includes this thing called a folio cover or case, and it allows it to actually put it into very different orientations for this as well too. It of course has pen support. It has a Bluetooth, which is unique to this yoga book as well too. And pretty much you can actually do it. When they actually demo this, I actually quite like what they actually was able to do. And you can see from what they can see is that you can actually change to like portrait mode. You can actually do a dual screen. So those who love to work on dual screens like myself, you can put it in your tent mode, presentation mode. You can use it like a book as well too. And what's also really magical is they've actually programmed a few functions with, especially with the Bluetooth keyboard. Now, if you put the keyboard at a certain way, it will actually be able to change the display to do certain functions. Now, one of the functions is you can actually put the keyboard on the bottom of the bottom display, and then it will actually magically appear a trackpad. So you can actually use it like a clamshell laptop. So that's something very different. It is kind of cool. So definitely check that computer out when you have. So it's very nice and interesting. And again, all the computers in 2023 release will be updated to the Intel 13th gen Intel Core, or it could be the AMD Ryzen 7000 mobile processors. And the next product they're actually going to launch out is quite nice. This is actually a desktop all-in-one. It's called the Yoga All-in-One 9i. Now, they've got a nice, really slick look to this. It will be a 32-inch display. It's got a 4K IPS display here, so it's going to be really nice. And again, it will be the 13th gen Intel Core, and it goes up to the i9, and it also has the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050 in this one here too, but especially it looks that really nice. Now, at the base of this computer is where you'll find all the ports. It's going to be quite thin as well too, so quite a nice looking computer here for all-in-one update. Now, the next product they've actually announced as well too, which looks really cool, especially, is one called the Lenovo Tab Extreme. Now, this is going to run off Android 13, so this is an Android computer. The Lenovo Tab Extreme is a 14.5 premium tablet. Now, it will house a 3K OLED display as well, and it is running a ARM processor. Now, the ARM processor is MediaTek Density 9000, and it is an 8-core processor in this one here. But it again, it looks like the iPad. It's got this floating case sort of presentation, and then you can actually do a whole bunch of other methods of moving this computer around for the case, so you can have in different orientations. When they presented the Lenovo Extreme, looked pretty cool to all the different orientations it can be. Now, next off is we'll move over to gaming. Now, they actually did some updates on the Legionnaire Pro 5 and also Legionnaire Pro 7. We'll talk about the Legionnaire Pro 5 first. Is of course, again, it will be Intel and also AMD offerings. Now, it will go with the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 40 series. With the Legion Pro 5, it will go all the way up to the 4070. Now, we can see there's going to be a massive update in the thermals to be able to handle the power consumption, as well as just the heat that comes out of these new components. I can definitely see that the thermal design is very different, as I've actually got the Legion 5 here from 2022, and definitely I can see the exhaust is completely different from the new 2023 version here. So not only have they updated the internals, they have also updated the design on this as well too. Now, with the Legion Pro 7, now this one can actually house all up to the RTX 4090, so a lot bigger in processor as well too, and also the discrete graphics. And again, you can definitely see that it has a new thermal design, because the design of the chassis is different as well too. So that's kind of cool. Now they also did some updates on the desktop side of things for Legion, of course, is going to be bumped up to the 13th gen and also the Ryzen 7000 for the desktop series. Now, as for something that looks really cool that I would is a thing they're going to try and bring out is called the Lenovo Smart Paper. Now, this is something that I actually do use quite a bit, which is actually pen and paper write. Now, this is to try and give that sort of pen to paper feel. So trying to get virtually no lag. Now, it does have a very unique smart pen paper or paper pen, and this is unique to this smart paper. So you can't really use other styles of that. I've actually asked about that, which is something that's a bit of a bum, but that's kind of all right. It's kind of is designed for each one of them, and it does have a microphone built into it, so you can do voice recordings. This is great for those who go to lectures or even just do meetings. I'm a person who actually do use pen and paper quite a bit, as you can see from here. That's what I do as well too. So this is something I'm actually very interested to actually have my hands on, to actually have a try, see how it goes. It is going to be pretty sweet on what they can do. Now, the next thing they have actually, which is a bunch of these accessories, which I actually just going to move off to, is a thing called the Lenovo GoDesk Station. Now, this is going to be something a little bit something I haven't seen yet, but it's actually kind of cool. This is a few functions combined into this device. Now, one of the functions it has a light built into it. The brightness can go all up to 1600 lux, which is measured at 0.5 meter, and you can actually change the color temperature. So there's actually 3 presets for that. And also, besides just having a light, you do have a webcam built in, which is a 4K webcam, which you can actually detach as well. The actual webcam, you can also buy this webcam separately, which we'll talk in a moment about it. And besides the actual light, it also is on the base is got a retractable wireless Qi charging station for your phones or your wireless Qi devices. It goes up to 15 watts. That's kind of cool. It's retractable. And on the base station, there is a few ports there for USB and also a HDMI 2.0. And it also has a USB-C, which actually gives you pass-through power of up to 65 watts, which you can actually charge to your laptop. So it's kind of like a 3-4 things combined into this nice little device. It's quite cool. And of course, like I said before, you can actually purchase this webcam by itself as a standalone, which is the Go 4K Pro webcam. And then the next product is something they're going to try and bring out, which is going to be start to see in some of the Thinkbooks. Now, this is what I would call a little station for it, and it's called the Lenovo Magic Bay. Now, it does require the computer to have this special thing, which is called the Magic Bay. And at the moment, I think you can only see it in the Lenovo Book 16, which is going to be new coming out as well too. And this basically is a little port that you can put different accessories on. You can even put pretty much a webcam, which is a 4K webcam. Now that is, even though most laptops have webcams alone, so why would you put another webcam on it? And that is, this will be a 4K webcam. Not only that, you can actually flip it to its back, and then if you've got people along for the video conference, you can actually then have added extra people into that video conference and have 2 cameras going. So that's one of the reasons why you can actually have an extra webcam, besides have a higher quality. Now you can also clip on a light. The other thing you can also clip on is an LTE. So if your laptop doesn't have LTE, well, you can clip this magical LTE accessory, and then bang, your laptop will have LTE. So this is something at the moment is only through Thinkbooks at the moment, so they're just trying it out. And again, hopefully we'll start to see that more in the Thinkbook range. It's kind of cool. It's something a little bit different there as well too. The next thing they bring out is our USB-C wireless dock. Now this wireless dock is for Thinkbooks at the moment, but it allows you, again, you don't have to do that clipping system, or you've got a USB-C you've got to plug into your laptop. This is just pretty much wireless Qi charging on your Thinkbook. So this is going to be sweet. And it does have a wireless Qi charging pad on the left side of it for your mobile phones or devices that can actually do wireless Qi charging. It's kind of cool. And again, it's got a port at the back, so you can use it like a dock. So this is something that's at the moment for Thinkbooks. I did ask about for ThinkPads, and I have no comment on that. So maybe you might get something for the ThinkPads, something similar for ThinkPads later on for wireless Qi charging. That'd be cool if they could. Now, the next thing that we've got is talking to monitors. Now, they've got a little bit of update to some of the monitors, but one of the monitors that was actually quite interesting to see is they're bringing out a new technology for, which is the mini LED monitors. They're going to be bringing out two ones first. There's a 27-inch and there's also a 32-inch LED monitor. And it is a USB-C monitor, and it also allows power delivery up to 140 watts and has a maximum brightness of 1200 nits. Now, I've actually tested out 1000 nits, and this is even brighter than that. So, wow, this is going to be a very bright display. This is kind of cool. And the next thing they're going to bring out is a few VoIP monitors, or what I call video conferencing monitors. These will have webcams built on top, and of course speakers as well too. And they're going to bring out in 24-inch as well as the 27-inch monitors. And these will USB-C based as well, and you can also have these will have Ethernet as well, so you can use these like a docking station as well. So kind of cool. So just keep those checked in. So the next one they've got is going to bring out is which is part of the P series. It is a 32-inch monitor. Again, this will be Thunderbolt 4, so it also has Ethernet, so it runs off that, and it can have it is a 4K display as well, and it does have a power delivery of 100 watts for the power delivery through those USB-C cables. So you can just charge your laptop. So this is kind of something you can check out. And just looking at the aspect ratio, it is a little bit different to your usual ultra wide displays. And last but not least, they bring out this ultra monstrous 49-inch display. Again, has the same features as the 32. It is a Thunderbolt 4 display, so it has a power delivery of 100 watts as well to another computer or device, and it has Ethernet. I saw that as well too, so that's kind of cool. So it can use as a docking station, but absolutely crazy. So again, a lot of all the ThinkPads and Ideal Pads, they just did some upgrades and updates to all the for spec wise to the 13th gen Intel Core and also the Ryzen 7000 series. I'd definitely love to hear your comments on what you are very interested and also excited about from any of these product announcements. Definitely put a comment below. Love to hear what your thoughts are. Now, I hope you find this video informative or enjoyed it. If you did, support my channel, smash that like button for me. If you haven't done already, subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button on the bottom screen. I do try to upload a new video every week. And as always, imperfection in life makes it beautiful and interesting. And I'll see you next video.